King of Pentacles is here. So I'm getting that what I was getting, honestly, before I, sat down to do this reading was a lot of people that lied on you, they're confused because they did a lot of stuff without thinking it through. And it's like it didn't stick to whatever they said about you. So they could have made it seem like you were someone that didn't work. You were someone that you couldn't take care of yourself. If you had kids, you could not take care of your kids. And it's like it did not work. You're being seen as someone that works very hard with this King of Pentacles popping out. You work very hard. You're very stable, very grounded. You own multiple businesses. You're a boss, very money oriented, and you're like a jack of all trades. You're very nurturing and giving, very loyal and trustworthy. And it's like these people try to portray, project their energy off onto you and thought by, opening their mouth and speaking word witchery and trickery and manipulation over your name and your character that it would work. And it didn't work. People are looking at you as this person that's very stable, very grounded, very oriented, a hard worker. So it's like they're just sitting back confused, trying to figure out why the lies that they told on you did not work. Yeah, they're at a 2 of Wands stalemate, not knowing which way to go in life. They thought that they would have you at some type of stalemate, not knowing which way to go in life because they were at a stalemate. They seen you in this King of Pentacles energy. They thought by lying on you, you would be at a stalemate and not knowing which way to go. You're someone that don't believe in, whatever someone say about you, you don't let it stick to you because it's not true. You're this boss. You're someone that's stable, very money-oriented, goal-oriented. You're a hustler. Queen of Wands is here. Somebody that's very attractive as well, very outgoing, very talented. So it's like you can manage a lot of different stuff and you work hard. You don't have to scam anyone or, do anything to get, you do everything in an honest way. You have a lot of passion for whatever goals that you set. And it's like, they didn't think before they did whatever they did. And now it's just, leaving them at this 2 of Wands stalemate. Not being able to make a proper decision. Not knowing which way to go in life. They wasted so much time trying to make you look bad. And they made themselves look bad. Yeah, the Star is here. You're someone that's healed. You're a healer. You can spiritually teach people. You pour out love to people. Spiritually. In the physical realm and in the spiritual realm. So it's like you have balanced out whatever you have went through throughout your life. And it's like throughout this whole time that all of these lies were being told on you, you chose to heal. Everything that was through at you, you healed it. You balanced it out because you knew it was not true. That's why you're still able to be who you are, attract the attention that you deserve in a positive way and not in a negative way. And you pour out love to yourself, no matter what people was told. Yeah, three of Swords is here. They wanted you to look like somebody that was depressed, heartbroken. They wanted you to go through heartache for being who you are. Not dependent on anyone, very self-sufficient, very abundant, very loyal. And now they're sitting back at the 3 of Swords because whatever lies or tricks or trades that they tried to, place onto you with this word witchery that was not true, it did not work. It was mirrored back to them, and now they're at the 3 of Swords heartbroken, only because it did not work. They were intended for you to be at this 3 of Swords heartbroken, but it did not work. Yeah, King of Swords is here. You're someone that's very intelligent. You spoke the truth. You cut out things that no longer serve purpose in your life. A lot of people couldn't stand that. And that's why lies were told on you. These are people that wanted to stay attached to you or stay attached to your energy. People that you did know and people that you don't know. Wanted you to feel heartache, wanted you to feel depression because they can no longer be in your energy. They no longer serve purpose in your life. You left them at a 2 of Wands not knowing which way to go to deal with whatever lies and drama and heartache that they had them brought into their self, trying to bring it to your energy. After you had an 8 of Cups. walked away from all toxicity. No longer in a confused mindset. You didn't care who it was, family, friends, or whomever. Anybody that you were in a situationship with. You just walked away from it. As you get a certain age, you're trying to figure out what is your calling, what is your destiny, what is your purpose here on earth. And that's the energy that you were in. So you walked away from all toxicity. Anybody that was walking in toxic patterns and you didn't care. Lies were told on you because of that. They wanted you to feel heartache because they were heartbroken. They were depressed. You were someone that was this healer. You've always been. Always giving advice to these people. They always looked up to you. You always gave to these people, very nurturing and giving, very loyal and trustworthy. When you walked away, they didn't have that. And that left them at the Three of Swords heartbroken. They wanted to have you at this Two of Wands thinking that they would project their energy off onto you. Because they were left at a Two of Wands not knowing which way to go in life. After you had them spoke the truth. Yeah, and you walked into your destiny, your purpose. Wheel of Fortune is here. Your calling. This was destined to happen. Because a lot of people could not go to your Wheel of Fortune with you. Everybody cannot walk in your calling and in your purpose with you. They don't get that. Yeah, Knight of Swords is here. They ran around her mad, spreading gossip, slander, lies on you. Yeah, the Death card is here. All because they didn't want something to end, but it came to an end. You brought a situation to an end and they couldn't stand it. And this was multiple people, people that you do know and people that you don't even know. Yeah, the Moon is here. They wanted to keep a lot of stuff secret. There was a lot of stuff that was done in secret to you. It's like people that knew you, they were upset that you cut them off. They didn't understand it. They were so used to you being, this giving, loyal, nurturing person. And it's like other people that were on the outside looking in that didn't even know you. They were at the Five of Wands with you. They were secretly in competition with you, secretly just talking about you and mad because it was something in you that they seen, but they didn't see it in their self. So they thought by trying to project their energy off onto you, you would be seen as them. But it didn't work. And they thought this would be hidden, this would be kept in secret. They were doing spell work with this Death card, and then the Moon is here. They were secretly doing spell work. Different moon magic, casting death spells, and doing a whole bunch of stuff, that they had no reason doing. They didn't know that they were doing it to their self. It's like whatever they said about you, that didn't stick. It's like they could not take you down, take your character or defame your character down because your energy was the total opposite of what they tried to project onto you. So they was being seen as haters, liars. And it's like after that didn't work, they secretly started casting death spells on you. Secretly tried to, place spell work over you. And they didn't know that was being placed onto them and people that they were attached to. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles is here. This person that, was in the energy of, people could see this person as someone that, is very stable. They got a lot of money or, a lot of material stuff, and they don't know how this person got that. But this person had been using magic to get whatever it is they want. And they thought since they were using magic to, manipulate people, get whatever it is they want, they can do anything to you. It's like they didn't have any knowledge. They were just playing with stuff for a long time. This Moon card is a mother figure with secrets. And then this Queen of Pentacles is a mother, a wife, or someone that's very superficial to have a lot of material things. Someone that, there could be all about money. But this person thought that they would get a whole bunch of money lying on you, taking you out of here secretly, and then they would be this Queen of Pentacles. They would get some type of money off of you. They could have got a policy out on you. Promised a lot of people behind the scenes all of this money that they weren't even going to get because this person don't have the knowledge about nothing. They just picked up stuff and started playing with it and thought that they were going to destroy your life and had people helping them. They didn't know that this person had them brought the angel of death around them, secretly playing with spell work, secretly, lying to people, getting them to give them money, invest in them, and they weren't going to get anything out of it. They didn't know that. They didn't know this person was playing with spell work over them. So it's like a lot of people had them been lied to and brought, down with this person as they were attached to this person to get karma. A lot of people, could experience this death energy, and they don't know that. It ain't no telling what they had invested in with this person, believing this person lies. Yeah, it was a lot of stuff that was hidden. High Priestess is here. And this person is being weighed down, 10 of Wands. They didn't do nothing but weigh a lot of people down, rack them up with a lot of karma, 10 of Wands. And then, people are literally feeling pressured and weighed down with whatever decisions that they made, and they wanted to keep it hidden, High Priestess. And they're at the 4 of Cups, unhappy about whatever decisions they made. People are rejecting them. They're noticing the energy that they're in. While they see you as someone that's very, having a stable foundation, 4 of Wands is here. Having a home. They seen that before, but they didn't want other people to see that you had a stable foundation. You have built your own, stability. They didn't want people to know that. They thought the lies that were told on you were going to stick. These are people that don't even work. They sit back and scam people. These are scam artists. And they were doing a whole bunch of stuff in secret, and they wanted to keep it hidden. Just so happened, as they were watching you, watching your every move, hacking your phone and doing whatever, gang stalking you with a lot of people that were lied to. They were promised money that they weren't even going to get. Had a lot of people hyped up. And they didn't know that they were being watched. As this person is, a scam artist, they'll do anything for some money. They were being watched by the feds, being investigated, because this person was this person had a lot of secrets that people didn't know. They were used to doing whatever they were doing that they, thought was, okay, I'm going to do this to this person. That's why they were so comfortable doing it to you. Now they're weighed down in pressure because they thought since they, had been doing it for a long time, they had got away with it. So when they stumbled up on you, it was designed for them to think they would get away with it. They didn't know that they would be bringing their self down and placing karma on their back and be at this 10 of Wands, feeling pressure, feeling burden, and running in circles throughout life. They didn't know. Yeah, strength is here. You're someone that's been through a lot. You didn't do nothing but grow. You're someone that's very strong individual. And this person didn't know that they couldn't even play in your energy. Way before they tried to, secretly compete with you or secretly try to pick on you with a gang of people. And people didn't even think to know, back then, this person is lying on this person. This don't even add up. They didn't think that because they were under a spell. They were being used. And they had been under this spell for a long time, way before they hadn't stumbled up on you with this person. They just didn't know. You a person, this strength card is longevity. You have longevity, long life. And this person didn't get that because they didn't know their research, They just picked up stuff and started playing with it. And that's how they did, live their everyday life. They would play with, magic. Do a lot of stuff in secret with this moon card to get money. Queen of Pentacles is here. And then High Priestess. They did a lot of stuff that was hidden. Yeah, Judgment is here. And they're sitting back receiving karma for whatever they had done did. Whoever was helping this person, they're receiving karma. They're just under judgment. And they don't get it. This is the lessons that people have to learn. So you won't do the same thing anymore. To know that whatever you do come back on you tenfold. These are your consequences. So maybe you'll get woke. Maybe you'll heal from whatever you went through or whatever has you doing something like that to a person that you don't even know after lies were being told to you. Or what will make you want to lie on another individual because you see them working hard. And you wanted to project your energy off onto them and you didn't want others to see this person. You thought if other people will be looking at this person, let me make it seem like you know something about this person. Let me lie on this person. Is what this individual thought, and it did not work. Because you're standing up in your own energy, and this person was left in their energy. Feeling weighed down, pressured, and burdened, and in regret at the 4 cups. Getting rejected. People are unhappy about even, being attached to this person as they were receiving karma judgment. Yeah, the Fool card is here. You're someone that took a leap of faith towards a whole new path. You're on a journey. It's like you on this Fool card. It's like all this stuff that was being told on you that was not true. You knew it wasn't true, so you just kept moving forward. You just kept on your journey, moving towards new ventures in life. And it couldn't stick. You didn't sit back and try to argue with this person or argue with that person. You knew it wasn't true. So it automatically made this person look like a fool. It automatically made the people that had to round up to gang stalk you with this person look like a fool. As they let another individual that was very low vibrational control their energy that they walk in. Yeah, Page of Cups and the Sun is here. A lot of stuff was exposed, illuminated, because you're happy. You knew it wasn't true. You still walked in this Sun card, at peace, happy. Reconnecting with your inner child. Who you are as a person. And continuing to heal. A lot of people are at this Page of Cups wanting to apologize to you. After lies were told onto you. After they did a lot of stuff to you with this person. Going in quick off of stuff that they didn't even research that wasn't even true. Instead of trying to, I'm hearing people are scared to try to make things right. And this because they're supposed to be so they can receive this karma. The tenfold. So if they went and lied and made it seem like you didn't take care of your kids, if you had kids, or you didn't have any money, or you wasn't stable, and things like that, as they try to place you in a justice system, now they're in the justice system. That's why they're standing at a 2 of Wands, don't know which way to go. They can't go back to the, justice system and say, hey, I lied on this person. This not because they wanted to keep it hidden. And that's what's really eating them up inside. Instead of making things right, they letting the devil, they chose to let the devil play tricks on their mind. So as they sitting back and scared to make things right, they're under judgment. They're receiving karma because they're under heavy mind control by the devil that they hadn't called on, trying to place it on you with their negative energy. And it did not work. It could not stick. Yeah, 3 of Wands is here. It's like they made a decision to do whatever they did as you made a decision to, move forward. You know what you want out of life. And that's what you went after. You took a leap of faith towards what you wanted out of life. And it didn't have nothing to do with them. These are people that you don't even know. Some people that you do know tried to project their energy off onto you. They didn't understand why you cut them off as they were walking in toxicity. Being jealous of you because they seen you, healing, changing, balancing out whatever trauma that had took place in your life. And they couldn't stand it because it wasn't them. They didn't want to stand up and heal. So they sat back and they, didn't want to watch you heal. And that's why you detached from them as you were giving them advice, nurturing them, giving to them. And they didn't want it. They wanted to sit back and judge you and talk about you in a negative way. People that you do know and people that you don't even know. It was like everybody just tried to gang up on one person because they seen something in that person that they didn't see in their self. And now they're sitting back in regret, unhappy about whatever decisions they made. They wasted a lot of time. And they didn't know they were just sitting back racking up karma. Trying to keep covering up what they did because they were in regret. They were scared. And it's like the more and more they covered it up, the more and more they racked up karma. As their intuition was trying to tell them, they hadn't been warned. You need to make things right. You need to do this. You need to do that. They didn't want to. They want to keep covering it up. Because they let their ego take over them. Yeah, justice is here. The situation been being balanced out and being weighed out. Because you're someone that's very balanced. You're someone that's very equal. They took you through a lot of trauma for no apparent reason. All because they looked at you, Queen of Wands, seeing you in an energy where you were getting a lot of attention. They couldn't stand that. That irritated them. That intimidated them. And you're minding your business. You're not even focused on these people. You're focused on something else. Chasing after whatever it is you want out of life. Chasing after stability and being grounded. Business oriented. Doing after, healing from whatever you had been through that had you at this 2 of Wands stalemate. Where a lot of people wanted you before you walked away and were no longer in a confused mindset. After that, you were just chasing after whatever it is that you wanted out of life that you had on hold. Being around these people that were very toxic. And they couldn't stand it. They didn't want you to chase after whatever it is you want out of life because it wasn't them chasing after it. They wanted you to keep being looked at as somebody that was toxic. As they were projecting their energy off onto you. And these are people that you were given to. You knew that they were toxic. But it's like, as you're attached to people that are toxic, they project their energy off onto you. And people on the outside that are looking in, they would think that that's you too. And these are the same people that open their mouth about you in a negative way, but you don't even know because they do it behind your back and not in your face. So it's like you know this stuff for what it was and you were no longer in a confused mindset and you walked away. They couldn't stand that. You were no longer going to let anyone project their energy off onto you or their karma. You would notice that people that you were around were very toxic. They would do anything to be seen in certain lights that was not their own, to get attention, to get money. And you weren't that type of way. So it's like you didn't care if this was family. You didn't care if it was friends, situationships, colleagues, whoever. You walked away from these people. And they didn't expect you to walk away from them. They didn't expect you to, not need them when the whole time they needed you. You never needed them. They always needed you, and that's why it took a hit to them. They wanted you to be at a stalemate because they were at a stalemate. You were always giving to them, nurturing them, taking care of them, loving to them, loyal. And it's like once you walked away, they didn't have that anymore. They couldn't trust anyone. Yeah, 3 of Cups is here. And 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, you were holding back from a lot of people. Especially people that would be in this 3 of Cups energy. This is all about reconciliation, reconnecting. But it also can be about a person that just party and kick it. And they don't have a care about the world. They don't have a care about life. And, this also explains friends. You were holding back your energy, 4 of Pentacles, being stingy with time, money, energy with friends. As you were noticing that they, didn't have anything going for themselves. They were just being toxic. Just focused on partying and kicking it. And stuff that they shouldn't have been worried about. Not caring about their kids. Not caring about, life, period. Not their future. Not their kids' future. They didn't care. And it's like you were around people that you couldn't relate to. So why not distance yourself from these people and love these people from a distance? They didn't get that. Yeah, 10 of Swords is here. They wanted to betray you. They wanted to pin you down at the 10 of Swords for harsh, painful endings. Thought that they would backstab you for not putting up with their toxicity. Just like with this friend card, this 3 of Cups and 4 of Pentacles. I had a friend that was like a best friend. I, put this person in their place. As we would be on the phone and, I would try to encourage this person, you need to just worry about your kids, worry about your business if you want to get your business off the ground. Try to encourage this person to not think about the toxicity that they were trying to project off onto me about other people. Talking about different friends of theirs that they have been knowing their whole life, like a dog. Talking about different family members like a dog. Talking about their sister and their relationship like a dog. Stuff that you did not want to hear about. And it's like you would, be trying to encourage, like, what do you want out of life? What do you have going on? Constantly not even paying attention to their kids. Wanting to project all of this energy off onto you. And then constantly trying to figure out why they could not keep a relationship. Constantly, at me, asking why can't they find a man? I don't know. It's like you're focused on stuff you shouldn't be worried about. And you shouldn't even be focused on, chasing a man down. And I put this person in their place. All you talk about is this person, that person. All you talk about is why this person don't want you and why this person don't want to have sex with you and why this person. It was just toxic. And this person got mad because I pulled my energy back and no longer would let, I wouldn't, wasn't even kicking it with this person apart because I'm not that type of person. I was more, I'm more of a person that be with my kids. That's the only thing that matters. A lot of people know that about me. They know I'm not the type of person that, just focus on partying, kick it. I never was like that. But I had friends that were. And they will always call me for advice. They will always talk about other friends and this and that. And you would notice that it was like 5 of Wands energy. This person got mad because I pulled my energy back. They could no longer vent to me or talk to me about all these other people that they were still attached to. And I would tell them, like, why are you attached to this person? I just didn't get it. As I'm motivating them, like, you don't even need that person. Maybe you just need to detach from that person. Maybe you need to just focus on your business, Here are some, ideas. Here are some vendors and this and that. Giving this person advice so they can get themselves off the ground. They didn't want that. This person was too focused on who they were going to have sex with, who was going to come in at the night of one, and stuff like that I couldn't relate to. And it was just no sense for me to, sit back and stay attached to that. And this is somebody that I've been knowing for, I would say, almost 18 years, a best friend of mine. And they were sitting back worried about all these other people's relationships and wondered why they didn't have one. Because they could not focus on themselves. They were constantly trying to project their energy off onto everyone else instead of healing and cleansing whatever it is that they hadn't went through. And they would get mad, because this person got mad because I pulled my energy back. And would sit back and say stuff like, I don't like when you get distant and this like that. And I was realizing this person is an energy vampire. This person is draining. This person is trying to drain me. And I was in disbelief because I was just learning about spirituality. Just started reading tarot. And would least expect that this person was, somebody that was at the 5 of Wands with me. And I hadn't seen it off top. And I'm like, I'm nurturing this person, helping this person, giving to this person. Yes, it's time to distance myself from this person because you cannot help a person that don't want to be helped. This person wanted to stay attached to me for their own personal reasons. And it wasn't to benefit my health. So I cut off all communication. I didn't care how long I had been knowing this person. I just didn't care. It wasn't for my good. And it's like after I got off the phone with this person, I would be like, that was draining. You would feel drained. And I was, in the process of opening my business. Designing my website, doing a lot of different stuff. So it would be like, dang, I could have used that time that I was talking to that person to do something that I needed to do. And I just cut off all communication. As I started listening to my intuition and noticing stuff that was going on around me. No longer in a confused mindset. This person couldn't understand it. They were upset that they couldn't project their energy off onto me. They were upset they couldn't call me and talk about this person and then call them in the next 20 minutes and possibly talk about me and whatever I had going on. Yeah, the Empress is here. A person sitting back in this Empress energy, a boss type feminine, energy. And this person ran around here and did something to try to betray me as well because they seen a person, someone that's nurturing, take care of their kids and was just focusing on the stuff that I was needing to be focusing on and sitting back, manifesting whatever it is that I wanted out of life after going through so much that this person can't even stand up and say that they went through, through. So it was just like 2 different people were, I'm going on one path and this person chose to stay on that and that's their business. But I'm going to lead my own life and I'm not going to let anyone sit back and project their energy off onto me. And that's just how it was. This could be the same situation. I don't know why that story came out. This could have been a friend who did this to you. And they were so intimidated by you. They seen you, you had them, you came out, went through a lot to become this Empress and come out on top. To sit back and be able to manifest whatever it is you want out of life. And that's why this person possibly thought everything is coming easy to you. And they didn't know how hard you had to work as you start off at this King of Pentacles. How stable, and grounded and loyal you have been to God, to yourself, choosing you and choosing to heal. As you start noticing stuff that was going on around you. And you ate of cups. You walked away from all toxicity and didn't care who it was. Yeah, the hermit is here. You're someone that don't even be around people. You kind of like ghosted people. You ghosted the internet. These people couldn't even find you on the internet. That's how grounded you were. That's how much you mind your business as lies were being told on you. People didn't even know how to find you, how to contact you. Because you were in this hermit energy. Getting wisdom, getting knowledge. Going within to investigate your own intuition, your soul. As you have to realize you had an old soul. A lot of people that were around you were lost souls. That's why a lot of people wanted to get advice from you. That's why a lot of people didn't want you to detach when that was well needed. Because you needed to, recharge. You needed to cleanse different energies that were attached to you, that were trying to keep you stuck. So you would not walk in your destiny or your purpose here on earth. Yeah, 6 of Wands is here. You're someone that's having victory. You're someone that's, very successful. You attract a lot of attention in a positive way. You're someone that's being held in high honor and very respected. They couldn't stand that because they wanted people to think that you were less of them. And these are people that looked up to you. But they didn't want other people around them to know that they looked up to you. They looked up to you for advice, encouragement. These people called you for advice almost, every day. Looked up to you for advice with it. They couldn't move forward in life without you, without calling you. And they couldn't do that no more. These people respect you and held you in high honor. But once you no longer, let them play in your energy with toxicity, here comes the 10 of Swords. They wanted to betray you, gang up multiple people to backstab you as lies were told on you. They wanted to crucify you. For no apparent reason. Yeah, you have been divinely guided at the 6 of Swords to sail away. To calmer waters. To sail away to, sail away from things that no longer serve purpose. Sail away to fulfill your destiny and your purpose here on earth. You were being divinely guided in ways that they would least expect by ancestors that you started listening to with your own intuition. These people were so used to, Ace of Pentacles is here. You were being gifted by your ancestors for listening to your intuition. Ace of Pentacles. The 8 of Wands is here. A lot of people were getting exposed quick. As they were sitting back lying on you and you were being gifted by your ancestors, by Ra. And they would least expect. Who they had them set back and put their mouth on in the spiritual realm. Yeah, the Hierophant is here. You're someone that's like God. They had them blaspheme God with this Hierophant. They didn't know that they were running up on God. They didn't know they were running up on Ra. And they would have to, deal with the wrath of Ra for whatever they had done did to you for no apparent reason. They don't know who your ancestors were. They don't even know who theirs were because they weren't listening to their intuition. They were being warned, don't do that to this person. You shouldn't do that. But they let their ego overtake them. And they didn't care. So they needed to receive this judgment and this karma. For whatever they had done did that they thought they was going to keep hidden because they were so used to doing stuff in secret and getting away with it. They didn't care. They just thought, okay, this is just another person. And it was meant for them to think that. That's how God worked. But God had them stepped in to balance this situation out. The Hierophant is here. Because you were walking in your destiny and your purpose. The destiny that God ordained for you. God was not going to let them, continue to try to betray you, backstab you as you were listening to your intuition. waking up to what it is that you were called to do. Yeah, 10 of Cups is here. You're at your ultimate happiness. 10 of Cups. And then 5 of Swords is here. It was groups of people at the 5 of Swords. Different people in your family, different people of, families that you don't know, different people of families that you were attached to. They were at this 5 of Swords. Jealous of you, envious of you, wanting to sabotage you for walking in your destiny and your purpose. And you could have grew up traditional. A lot of people that went to church. A lot of people that, so-called believed in God. And you didn't know that these people were non-believers. They talked about God a lot. Would say that they would pray for people. And these are people that wanted to, defeat you. Do a lot of stuff in secret. You found out their secrets. With this High Priestess and a Moon card, you found out different people's secrets that were around you. And it's like, you found out a lot of people were at the 5 of Wands with you, 5 of Swords with you. Determined to try to take you down as you were determined to try to nurture them, help them, get them spiritually woke. As you were, spiritually teaching yourself, listening to your intuition. But they seen something in you that they didn't see in themselves. Yeah, the Magician. Somebody that, has creativity, foresight into their own future. A person that can manifest whatever it is they want out of life. You were standing up being this musician. Being a master of your own life, not having to manipulate anyone to get what you want. You worked hard for it. To get to this musician energy. To be able to sit back and manifest whatever it is you want out of life. As a lot of people were on the outside looking in, they didn't know. They believed the lies that were told. And it's like now they're sitting back receiving karma for whatever lies that they, set back and went off of or listened to. And they didn't expect it to go that way. Yeah, 9 of Cups is here. These are people that sat back with their arms folded and feet kicked up. Ran around, thought that you would be running around like a puppet for them. Just being loyal to them, working hard for them. And they would just have to sit back at the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. When they could no longer do that, and you started taking control of your own life and your future, they wanted to betray you. They wanted to defeat you, 5 of Swords. They didn't want you to stand up and take control of your own life. As long as you would be a yes man for them or a yes ma'am for them. And just take care of them if they sit back with their arm folded and feet kicked up. It did not work. You were no longer in a confused mindset. You 8 of Cups. Yeah, 7 of Swords. So you realize a lot of people were at the 7 of Swords being very sneaky and deceptive behind the scenes. Lying, sneaking, cheating you out of stuff, and you knew your worth. You didn't deserve that as you were very loyal to people. These people thought that they were smarter than you. Yeah, 2 of Swords is here. And they wanted to keep people blinded from the truth. They thought that you were blinded from the truth. Is what I mean. They didn't expect you to walk away. They were blinded to the truth. And they didn't know as they were, trying to blind you from the truth, they were blinding themselves from the truth. Whatever you do come back on you. These people was out in the cold on that knowledge. 5 of Pentacles is here. Physically, mentally, and spiritually out in the cold. And they didn't know nothing about spirituality. And if they seen you, learning about spirituality or getting spiritually woke, they were at the 5 of Wands with you. They wanted people to think that you were crazy. They wanted people to think that you were, off into drugs or something. It was just sad. Yeah, you're divinely protected. 7 of Wands is here. Everything backfired. It all backfired. They wanted you to go through this tower moment. And they didn't know they were going to be going through this tower moment, being kicked out of God's house. Going through a tower, another tower, back to back in cycles, and they didn't know. As they have not did their research. They hadn't went through a tower before. Kicked out of heaven a long time ago, and they didn't know. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles is here. These is all the people that were sitting back building on you behind the scenes. As you were building on yourself, by yourself. And they couldn't stand it. As you're a jack of all trades. It's like you were, multiple people. You can multitask. And these people possibly didn't know. And they sat back and lied on you. That's why you're able to manifest whatever it is and sit back and wait for your investments to come in, because you worked hard on multiple businesses that they didn't know. As lies were being told. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. These people are being looked at as very childish, and they don't have much to offer. They're childlike energies, and thought that they would get something, out of it, some type of attention, some type of, money or something. They're being looked at as childish and not having much to offer. The same thing that they wanted you to be seen as childish and not having much to offer. And it backfired because you're divinely protected. You chose to walk in your calling and your destiny, your purpose here on earth with this 7 of Wands. So that's why all of it was being blocked off. Your ancestors were protecting you from all of this. That's possibly why you didn't even know. You were being encouraged to get spiritually woke more and heal from whatever was being thrown at you. And that's why this was blocked out and backfired onto them. All the trials, tribulations, obstacles, and tornadoes they want to take you through. So you worked hard at the 8 of Pentacles. You started working on yourself. You chose to work on yourself to get to this 10 of Pentacles, generational wealth, to create a legacy, leave behind an empire for whoever come behind you. You chose to, connect with your ancestors, 10 of Pentacles. With different, as they've been waiting to give different gifts to you. Abundance. And that's what you were, working hard doing. Listening to your intuition, being by yourself, working at, hard at work on whatever you chose, whatever goals you hadn't set. These people could not stand it. You had to win a hermit mode, and they didn't know what you were up to. As lies were just being told on you. Yeah, in the past, 6 of Cups. These people did this each lifetime. Past life, galaxy, generations ago. They did this to you. These are the same people that have been placed around you, or you were placed around, that did the same thing in cycles to you. Each lifetime, and you didn't know. And you were always in this loving, caring, loyal energy. And these are different lessons that you had to learn. You had to stand up and realize, and notice and listen to your intuition. This isn't good for you. That isn't good for you. You're being loyal to this person, that person, and you're noticing that they're not loyal to you. Possibly stuff that you weren't paying attention to in the past. You were the type of person that always did things from your heart. And you needed to, stand up and know your worth, no matter who it was. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles is here. They're trying to figure out how can they balance this situation out. How can they balance out what they did that they didn't even have to do? Because you were loyal to them. You were the only person that they can trust. Now they're around a lot of people that they're noticing are people that are doing the same thing to them that they were doing to you. You get what you put out tenfold, and it comes from people that you would least expect. As you would least expect that people that you were only given to, loyal to, nurturing, would do that to you. Yeah, Hangman in the reverse. You hadn't got enlightened. You were no longer confused. So it's like they couldn't have you stuck in this hangman position. Hangman in the reverse. You hadn't got enlightened. You hadn't got spiritually woke. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. No longer stuck out in the cold.